Good evening and welcome to the Thai PBS World. When talking about politics, Thai's women representation is one among the lowest in the world. But in private sector, the number of Thai women to represent at senior management position is quite remarkable, is one among the top in the world. But for leading women in private sector, still see room for improvement, especially on pushing gender equality policy in the corporate world. Be educated, be financially independent are the key messages from Dragonfly Seminar, which aims at raising awareness in gender equality and bringing men into this arena. Thai women are quite remarkable in terms of participation in the labor market. Thailand's female population comprises 47% of the workforce. This is among the highest percentage of working women in Asia Pacific. The number of Thai women as CEOs and managing directors is 33%, higher than the global average of 15%, according to Grant Thornton's Women in Business 2019 report. Dragonfly founder believes, though the number is quite impressive, the real awareness can be pushed further, especially on policy to support gender equality in the corporate world.
We're talking about everything such as gender-neutral advertising. We're talking from paternity leave, maternity leave, equal representation on the board, breastfeeding room, or just simply giving an opportunity, stereotypically, why is a secretary a woman? Every company I've spoken to who's been supportive, still, the decision maker is still a man. So as much as we feel that Thailand has advanced very far ahead, still I feel through my journey talking to the private sector, the person in charge of making decisions is still a man. Nothing wrong with that because the men are actually highly supportive. But if we can get more women to get out there and to support and understand that, you know, when women do have children, they do need to take time off. And it's hard for them to get back into the corporate world. And we need to be supportive of that. And there are actual statistics out there that if a company is supportive of women and equal rights, it actually translates to monetary value.
I really believe that this can be done on a variety of levels. Yes, obviously we need support from the people in charge, mostly men, but actually Thailand is very well poised. We actually enjoy one of the highest rates of women in CEO and managing positions, double the world average. I think it's somewhere around 33%. So in the business world, Thailand is actually leading many of the countries around the world. In fact, we're the highest in Southeast Asia. However, I think there still needs to be done, a lot needs to be done in terms of really empowering the women within these companies, whether you are, CEO or, someone just starting out. Women need to be supported. We need to be empowered, to be assertive, to be strong decision makers, and to make our voices heard. Because at the end of the day, when women are able to fulfill their potential, business gets better. And there's just like so much research that proves that way. So I think it's better, it's win-win for everyone. It just needs a little bit more educating.
One of the leading Thai women who has advocated for women's rights for a long time notes how women have come quite far, but mindset of patriarchy is highly persistent and remains the main factor of gender inequality.
I think that the most important issue is still the mindset and value system of Thai society, where we still believe that men should be the leader, or the West, I would call that all the ramifications from patriarchy system is still there. And it has a lot of impact on how we raise our children. Among the poorer families, if economy is a constraint, if they have less money, the son gets more opportunity than the girls. And so it's a limitation. So I think that we have to really think about how children should be treated equally, and patriarchy itself needs to be reduced in the mindset system. It also holds back. You would not believe that how damaging it is for a young girl to grow up in a family where she feels less than a boy. and the daughter feels so much less than the son. And it's a limitation that will have a lot of impact throughout her whole life.
Pushing for gender equality is to disrupt familiar traditional atmosphere. Women may be interrupted while speaking in the public. Thus, it takes courage from women to speak up.
After it happened over and over again, it became an observable pattern. And then I was like, okay, maybe this is happening because I'm a girl. Maybe it's happening because I'm a woman. So after that, in the beginning, I was just focused on understanding that it was happening. But over time, I became a little bit more brave. You have to stand up for yourself in the moment when it's happening. That's the time that makes the most difference in terms of influencing the other person's behavior. But it takes courage because it's easy to just, okay, I'll wait until, the next opening and then I'll talk. But actually what you're doing in that moment by not saying anything is you're reinforcing the behavior of the other person. So I started off very I'm sorry, wait, I'm not finished yet. And then over time, it started to become a habit or a behavior pattern with myself. And then I started saying, I'm not finished yet. So then I had to allow myself some time to do a new behavior or to learn a new behavior and then apply it and then get good at it.
A lot more needs to be done for improving Thai women's position in politics. The latest election on March 24th this year, the number of women in parliament is amount to 81 from 500 MPs, or about 16.2% of members of the lower house. This means the number of Thai women in parliament increased by 2 from the last election in 2011. It is still lower than the international standard for women in politics of up to 20% in the parliament. Women in politics are quite crucial in being both role models for women as well as being force for change. And that's all from Thai PBS World tonight.